here with our assistant principal, Miss Billings. So, tell us, are you still in debt?
No. Yes. I am.
No.
I'm fortunate that I'm not in debt.
In debt? No, I don't have any. Well, I have mortgage debt.
No, I'm not.
Actually, I personally am not in debt.
No. Always. Everybody is.
Not some of the staff.
They must not have kids.
Oh, I'm in debt with student loans, yes.
Yes, I have student loan debt.
I mean, technically, because I have a mortgage, but not from student debt, if that's what you're asking.
Yes, from student loans especially, and my husband and I bought a house, so we will probably be in debt, forever.
I prefer not to answer.
And what is your relationship status?
Married.
I can see you have a baby there. Only one?
Yep, one baby.
So how many kids do you have?
2.
And do you have a wife?
No.
Womp womp.
I'm married.
I'm married. We got married in 2020.
Can we circle back to that? What happened to your wife? All right, we're done with that one. Now, wait, so you were married?
No.
Okay. You just never got there?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, get off the wife. I prefer not to tell. I'm in a relationship with a boy.
I am married.
Married.
I'm married.
I'm engaged. We're getting married in June, so like 3 months from now.
My relationship status is blended. And that's all with Ms. Billings.
What did you have for lunch today?
I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I think today I ordered spinach artichoke.
Ooh, good question. So I made leftover chicken breast, rice, and broccoli.
Well, it's a long story, but I was able to get some food from a restaurant.
I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, a granola bar, 2 clementines, and a bag of hot Cheetos. It's pretty good.
Pretty much a brownie. I had a burrito that didn't sit well with me, so I ate one of those school brownies.
Yeah.
Burrito made in the cafeteria. It was really good. I think it was like jalapeno ranch burger.
Chili mac.
Today I had some skinless, boneless grilled chicken thighs and some Cheetos and an apple.
Lunch today is actually going to be leftover tacos from the other night.
Chicken and rice.
I had leftover pasta.
Tacos. Wow, I believe another teacher said the same thing.
I didn't bring lunch, so that's a great question. Usually I bring my lunch, so I don't eat junk food.
Yeah.
But I failed today.
Ham sandwich on rye bread with some Doritos and a banana.
And what is your typical McDonald's order?
I usually will get a combo number 1, a Big Mac combo with a Coke.
Oh, that's a great question. I haven't eaten McDonald's in probably a year, but I would say probably chicken nuggets.
The 2
cheeseburgers, ketchup only.
Yeah.
Happy Meals for my kids. And then for myself, probably a quarter pounder.
I don't go to McDonald's. But what would you say do you usually get from McDonald's?
From McDonald's?
Personally, I don't eat McDonald's, but
I am a fan of McDonald's, actually. I just don't eat it all the time. But I like their chicken sandwiches.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really go to McDonald's a lot. So if I go there, I pretty much only get an Oreo McFlurry.
I'll go to McDonald's.
With either a Big Mac with no cheese or the 2C with no cheese. I don't like cheeseburgers. I just like hamburgers.
Big Mac, Diet Coke.
2 McDoubles, a large fry, and a large Coke.
I would probably get a McDouble and a small fry. That's what I get.
The crispy chicken sandwich with extra pickles.
Really like the chicken nuggets. I also really like their smoothies. And always a Diet Coke.
Oh, are you buying me McDonald's?
No.
It would be a bacon, egg, and cheese sausage without the cheese and the egg.
Honestly, I can't remember the last time I was at McDonald's.
And who is your teacher bestie?
Who's my teacher bestie? I don't know if I have this one bestie.
So you have multiple? You can name them.
Well, I mean, pretty much everybody here on the 3rd floor.
It's a community.
Yeah. Just recently, I'd probably say Mrs. Dean. I have a few, honestly. So.
You don't want to name more?
I can name more.
Give them a
I'm
shout
friends
out.
with Mr. Cantu. I'm friends with Mrs. Flessner, Mr. Ritz.
That's a great question. I got a lot of besties in school. We got Mrs. Clavan, we got Miss O'Hearn, Miss Fricks, Mr. Cantu, we got
Miss O'Hearn, for sure. Yeah,
For
we're
sure.
Buds. We're buds.
I am a bit of a teacher loner.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and say my teacher best friend is Mr. Hinkley.
Probably Mrs. Rolfe, because we share a classroom.
I mean, I like Miss Cox, but I have like a group of teacher besties. Miss Cox, Miss Carsley. I'm a big fan of Miss Clavan. Yeah. Miss Graham. Did Miss Cox say that I was her teacher bestie?
She said she has no one else except for you.
Oh my.
So it's offensive that you did not only say her.
Okay. I'm sorry, Miss Cox.
I thought the last one.
Oh, goodness. I'm going to go with Mrs. Anderson. Yeah.
Good.
People think we're sisters anyways, so.
It's Mrs. Cox.
Your neighbor?
Yeah.
There's.
Oh, I'm close pals with everybody. They'd be jealous. Who's nearby? Mr. McQuaid and I wind up talking a lot, so he's certainly a good friend of mine.
All right.
Yeah.
And
Ever since I was young, it's hard to pick a best friend.
Yeah.
I just have so many good
Social.
friends. Exactly. That must be it.
Oh my goodness. Gosh, I don't really have one best friend, but I do think that the 3 teachers I talk to the most would be Miss Dietz, Mrs. Freeman, Mrs. Hafer, and Miss Deem.
Who would that be?
Miss Turner.
Aww.
All my staff are my besties.
Really?
Yeah, because they all help me out by working games.
Are you on social media? Yes. What's your main platform? Well, I'm old, so it's Facebook.
I am.
What is
all
your
of
main
it.
platform? All of it.
I do the Facebook, the TikTok, the Instagram, the
Are you
Snapchat.
TikTok and Facebook, because I'm old.
Barely. It's all it's got is pictures of my kids.
We'll see you guys.
And what would that main platform be?
Facebook.
What's your main platforms?
IG.
Okay.
That's it.
And
I have one social media platform that I check once a day.
would you mind sharing that?
No,
Okay.
you tricked me with the question. I have a Facebook.
Okay.
The one that like I personally use the most like for my own entertainment is probably TikTok or Twitter, but the one that I use to like communicate with people like socially is Snapchat.
So I assume that you've heard about what happened with Drake?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What did you
Facebook and maybe some Instagram, but not a lot of either one. So I don't really post a whole lot of stuff.
What have you heard about Drake recently?
Drake? I don't know anything about Drake. To be honest, I don't keep up with that
Not
kind
on
of
the
stuff, I
music
guess.
platform?
No, well, I don't know. I don't know what he did. Is he in trouble or something?
You can say that.
Okay, all right. I don't know.
Thank you.
I'm not going to comment on that one.
All right.
For school, it's Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, I use Instagram. I have a Facebook that I pretty much just use for Facebook Marketplace, though.
So you sell stuff?
Yeah, some things.
I look at Facebook and TikTok.
Really? What kind of things do you look at on TikTok?
Books, mostly boring books, and I
Book
love.
talk?
Yes, and I love stuff about pets, particularly dogs and parrots, for some reason.
I don't know that I have a main platform. I mostly am on social media to watch other people create content, but I do have a Facebook and a TikTok and an Instagram that I scroll for other people.
No. Not even TikTok?
No.
I am on social media.
Now, what is your main platform?
My main platform is Instagram and Facebook because they're tied together.
What is your main platform?
Probably the only one I actually actively use for its social media purposes is Snapchat. And I only really talk to my wife on it.
And what is one pet peeve you have about students?
Nobody plugs in their Chromebooks. As you can see, they're all stacked on top of my cart there. That'd be great if kids did that.
I don't like when students are really rude to each other. That makes me a little upset sometimes. I try to not get too upset, but yeah, sometimes when students are rude to each other. I think being polite's important.
When students come in the library and they're like screaming, their volume's on 10. I don't love that.
Late to class. Yeah, it's the biggest one ever.
Yeah.
Like 3,800 a year. And
38?
Those are recorded tardies, yeah.
I think when they expect us to give them a grade without doing any work.
Walking around with their AirPods in and not listening.
This is not really a pet peeve, but it makes me sad when students aren't here because then we don't have a chance to connect. So that's something that I want to work on.
Being interviewed.
That's not who you are. Be real, be open.
Okay.
Shake it
Dead.
up.
Yeah, okay.
3, 2. And what is one of your pet peeves that a student does?
My biggest pet peeve is when students wear cut up pants and spend perfectly good money on them when they're cut up.
Ooh, okay, this is one that really has come home this year is when I tell a student, please stop talking, and they're like, I wasn't talking.
Popping gum is a bad one.
When they won't take their AirPods out and they lie about it.
That a lot of them don't care about their education. And that is really annoying because I'm trying to make them care about it. Does that make sense? Yes.
Not listening.
When they don't, they don't give the effort that matches their potential. So like when they're falling short and they're not trying hard enough, and I know that they could do better.
My one pet peeve is when students try to wait until the last minute to do everything, and then they come to my office hours in the last week and like, Mr. Cole, what can I do to pass? And I'm like, everything. What do you mean, what can you do?
But you still help them.
I know, I do, but it annoys me.
And how did you start working here at RTHS?
I applied for the job, and I got the job.
When we were moving here, I was looking in the area around Champaign, and this was one of the few places, this place in Danville had openings, and I applied and thankfully got this one. Sorry, Danville.
Well, the school that I used to work at closed, and I was looking for a job, and I got a job here, and I love working here.
Yeah, because I was at Ader for 3 years before this, and then I heard that there was an opening, and I was interested. I always wanted to teach high school choir, and so I interviewed, and then, yeah, I was offered the job.
So I was a chef for 12 years before I became a teacher, and it's very physical work. It's very hard on your body, and I knew I wanted to have a family, so I needed normal working hours. So I got my provisional teaching license, and then I applied to various schools in the area, and Mr. Wilson actually cold called me and said, do you want to come apply? And I said, sure. And then I applied and they offered me the job within an hour. So
I used to work at JW Ader. I taught reading language arts over there. And then I finished my master's degree in library science, and the librarian here got another job opportunity, so this position came open like right around the time I finished my master's degree. So I applied for it, and now I'm here.
I interviewed here about 6 years ago and got the job.
So when Carball left, that's when I applied here. Try to get my foot in the door to do more things.
I got asked to interview for a job here after I applied for a different job, but I was like never gonna move back here. And then they asked me to interview for it, and I interviewed for it, and I was very happy with the way that the interview went. And then so I decided that I'd come here because I liked the people that I was gonna work with.
Is there anything you want to tell our students of RTHS?
You guys, I just want you to know that I just really like coming to school every day and seeing you guys. I've bonded with this place. I am a fellow RTHS alumni also. So it's a good school and I like it.
And what is the record for how many fights go on per year?
Oh, I don't know. I try not to keep track. I'd like it to be 0. You know how they have those like OSHA boards that say 2 days since last accident?
Yeah.
Maybe we should get one of those. Yeah.
first and foremost, what happened with the arm?
What happened? When I was in high school, I ran into a wall and messed my shoulder up, and then I got it fixed. And then a couple of weeks ago, I had a freak accident with a dumbbell and tore a whole bunch of stuff in my shoulder.
Well, that's no good.
Not at all.
Arts, whatever you want to do. My dad always said, and I think he stole this quote from Gandhi, like, whatever you're doing, just be the best at it. Find something worthy to do.
And how many tattoos do you have?
I have 3 tattoos.
Any of them symbolize something meaningful?
They were all kind of important to me. I think my Harry Potter and my Lord of the Rings tattoos are important to me.
And how many tattoos do you have?
4.
Any of them represent something very meaningful to you?
Yeah, I got this rose and well, no, let's do this one. This one I got with 4 of my friends, so there's 4 butterflies for each of us. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That is so sweet. And are you guys still close?
Yeah, we are.
What was your favorite book that you read recently?
Actually, I read November 9. I read a lot of it on one of our remote days. Don't tell Mr. Wilson.
Yeah.
And I really got into that book. I read like almost all of it in one day.
Really? Anything that you'd like to say to our fellow RTHS students?
It's been real, guys. This is my last year.
What?
Because we're moving. Yeah, my wife got a job in Wisconsin. So, sorry to break that news.
Did the teachers know?
Peace.